I have no editing software.
Oh.
So it's gonna be really shitty. I think on YouTube you can cut off a bit. Alright.
Okay.
So, thanks for joining me. I'm Jerren. Hello, everyone who be watching, all two of you. Doing this interview with my friend here, Raquita Henderson. First interview. Did I say interview at first, or did I say review?
You said interview.
Okay. This will be awkward. This will be painful. This is the first time. Well, let's get into it. So we were trying to figure out how long ago we met. Have you got a solid date on that?
A solid date? No. And what's funny is I went home last night with the intent to look up Eddie's wedding date.
Right.
And I didn't. Yeah,
that's right. You said it was during Eddie's wedding. You saw his wedding images and you called, or I think you emailed us. Mm-hmm. You emailed Joe and I at the TV Kane email address, and I was the one who responded.
Yeah.
And we've been friends ever since, right?
Yeah.
So,
okay, go ahead.
I don't think they can see that.
No.
You couldn't see that, right? You're a photographer.
I am.
What kind of stuff do you shoot?
My specialty is weddings.
Right.
And I do a little family and a little boudoir in there.
Boudoir. Okay. Sexy time pictures.
Sexy time.
And this is your full-time job.
This is my full-time job.
We were just speaking about that just yesterday as well, and this is very odd for me because you're looking me right in the face and I have to look at you in the face, and again, awkward, right? and so, how's that been? How's that transition been? We worked at the same corporate job, and you were there for 10 plus years, right?
12, yeah.
12 years, and how has that transition been, going from the corporate world and stepping out on your own and having your own business?
It's been different and challenging because I wasn't in management in my previous corporate life. Right. I didn't have any experience with like the actual running of a business. Right. I was just a worker bee. Right. So I got the worker bee thing down pat. So learning how to be a supervisor and actually manage an actual business has been the most challenging part. Very rewarding. I've learned that I like some things that I didn't realize that I liked. I really like marketing. I really like, the only thing I'm really not excited about is accounting.
Okay. But it's funny you should say that, because out of all 4 people that I know, you're probably the most business-oriented photographer that I know. And so it's funny that would be one of your struggles, but it seems to be like something you quite enjoy now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody, when I first decided to quit my job, she told me that 90% of what I did was going to be business oriented and not photography. And she was right. 90% of what I do, like, there's a Staples commercial right now where Dave walks into his office and he's talking to all the Daves.
Right.
I'm Dave. It's like so true. I'm Dave.
Right.
And so I feel like I spend so much of my time being the mail person and being the person fixing the copier and working with this and fixing on that and doing that I have to actually actively make time to stop and actually shoot.
Right.
Because I could literally spend all day on the business side every day. But I make it a point to stop every day and shoot.
And so the business part of it, you seem to enjoy so much now that you've even tossed around the idea of having a workshop?
We've tossed around the idea a little bit. We've we're seriously considering having an accountant and a few other business-focused people who are outside of the photography world come and talk to some younger photographers. There's people who are interested in expanding that part of their work, because as much as photographers know about ISOs and exposure and f-stops, and they know just as little about QuickBooks and how to do your taxes or
Right.
how to handle customer complaints. It's night and day for them, and it's an imperative part of being in business.
And I know, at least for me, it's kind of a scary
It is very frightening.
thing to deal with, because you feel like you have to have all these numbers and report everything. I know you have to report everything to the IRS, and you feel like if you don't and you miss something, it'll ruin your life, which I know it can.
It most certainly can. I find that it's not even that part that is scary to people. The part that is a bother to people is they quit. They're trying to quit their job so that they can be creative, and telling them that, yeah, you get to be creative, but you still have to do all of these tedious, menial, grown-up job things in owning your business is not what creatives want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
It's never what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So the longer that they feel like they can avoid having that conversation, the more they get to be, the more they get to create.
Right.
And I can understand that desire to not in creating, but the way I've had to learn to look at it is that these things allow me the luxury of creating more. I have to look at things a bit differently than I had expected. This is not how I expected things to go. When I quit my job, I just knew I was going to be shooting all the time.
Yeah.
It's not how I expected things to go.
And I know I always say, I know probably a lot of people say, is I want to focus on the creative part of whatever your art form may be, and you really don't like the business part. But again, what would you say to that type of person? How would you suggest? Because
Hire it out.
we know it's important. So you say hire it out.
I would say hire an accountant. Hire someone to take that ball for you. I'm a firm believer in outsourcing. If you hate it, don't do it.
Right.
Period. I mean, life is entirely too short to spend, countless hours doing crap that you hate. I'm just lucky that I like the marketing, and I like that part of my job. I am not fond of the accounting part. I am interviewing accountants as we speak.
Right.
I do not like that part. I figured it out. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I hate receipts. I don't want to keep up with them.
Right.
So I have, we will be hiring someone to do that part. I am not overly fond of the basic edit. We will be hiring someone to do the basic edit
Of the images.
The immediate color that goes from 3,000 to 700.
Right.
The person who will cull that down and do the white balance and basic color correct, it won't be me. I'll do the individuals for albums and prints and stuff. I like to do that, but I don't want to be the one who runs through and does that.
And obviously, when you say 3,000 pictures, you're referring to a wedding.
All right, a wedding.
And you normally shoot with somebody.
Absolutely, he's the best.
And she's talking about me, I think.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
And we shoot with me, and we come back with 3,000 pictures. About how many of those would you say are mine?
About 800.
800?
Maybe 1,000.
1,000? I shoot 1,000 pictures? I don't know.
Maybe.
I thought I shoot 500 pictures.
No, it was 500 on that card I just took off, and you gave me 2 more cards.
Okay. We had fun yesterday. that was an exception. That was an exception.
Normally you give me about 700 to 800 pictures, and typically I can use 600 of them.
Right.
Typically, Jerren does not waste a shutter.
Sweet.
That is my favorite thing about your cards. I do not have to spend a lot of time on those.
Awesome. Well,
I'm harder on myself.
That's cool.
And 3,000 is actually an old number. Typically nowadays it's closer to 22.
Yeah, you have to take that rapid fire.
I took it off.
mode out, you know, the drive. You
I take it
off of high. I sprayed about 6 images yesterday just to see how it sounded. You know.
I know, he was like, I've never done this before.
I never done that before, and I was like, wow, I never heard 6 frames per second before. So
that was awesome too.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We'll come back again later to talk about some more stuff. And this is, I don't have a name.
He doesn't have a name for this yet.
So this is Exposing with Jerren.
Exposing with Jerren. That's not bad.
It's a work in progress. Again, to my 7s and 10s of people watching, the 10s of people watching. Hi Kim, my sister. Hi Mom. Hi Daryl. Hi Gani.
Hi Joel.
Joel maybe. So hi Raquita. So that's the 6 people who are gonna watch this. Hi to all of you guys. Give me suggestions on what you think may be a cool name for this, and I'll keep tossing out name ideas on the fly as I do more of these. And thank you for watching. Subscribe. I think the subscribe button is over there.
I think it's over there.
Okay, wait a minute. It's subscribe. I don't know where it's gonna be, but go there. Favorite. I think it's over here somewhere now. I gotta figure that out. I gotta become a professional.
Like button there.
Like button.
Down there.
Like.
Down there.
And check out Raquita's site. I'm gonna have the link in the description. And thanks for watching.